Okay, so welcome back to Vectr. I want to show you a little bit on how you can combine shapes and use one shape to punch out a hole in another shape. You know, the kind of things that we were doing in Illustrator. For this, I'm going to use my pen tool because I also want to point out a little bit about how that pen tool works. It's the basis of every more complicated drawing that you're going to do, and it's also the basis of how you can work with existing shapes. So click once, move your mouse, and you notice that there is a line where your mouse is connecting to the first dot. The second dot, I don't want you to just click, I want you to click and drag. See, and then you get those Bezier handlebars. And then now you notice the line is curved, so you can come down and click and drag again. Now, I'm making a heart, so I want the rest of the shape to continue up instead of going down. So I'm going to click and hold Shift, and that allows me to control this one handlebar separate from the other. All right, and then I go up and make the top part of the heart, and there we go. And there's my heart. Remember, you can flip, you can go horizontal, you can do all kinds of changes. But I want to make another heart, and I want to put it inside that one and knock one out of the other. So essentially, I'm making a heart-shaped frame. To get options like delete or duplicate, you need to right-click. So I'm right-clicking. I'm going to say duplicate, and then I'm going to shrink that one and make it fit inside. Let me make it a different color so you can tell what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to put it inside the other shape. And now when I have one shape selected, I can flip, I can send to back or bring to front. Those are the only options. But if I have two shapes selected, I can unite to make them both one. I can subtract. That's what we want. See how that punches a hole in the shape that was in the back? And all of the other options that you might expect to find. And there we go. Now we've got a heart-shaped frame, and you can really make anything you want. You can put other things inside of that inside shape. You can still edit it. See, the points are still there, so you can make some changes to it. If you click on the dot, you can get the handlebars back. Cool. Now I've got this neat little shape here. Now pencil, you're going to probably like a little bit better than the pen tool because all you have to do with the pencil is to click and drag. Maybe I wanted to make sort of a leaf. Maybe I'm going to turn this heart into a flower and this is going to be a leaf. All right, but the only thing about that pencil is pencils don't make nice, graceful, curved lines. They make straight lines connected by points. So if you click on them, you can see all of the many points. And if we zoom in, Control plus, space bar to move, you can see there's all these segments, all right? If you wanted to smooth something out, you can click the, double click it, and then you see the control point inside, and that will smooth out the shape, okay? I'm going to zoom back out. And this is a shape. You can fill it with color just like any other. Maybe I'll make this one pink. Cool. Right click, duplicate, and I'm going to spin this one a little bit. Oh, I don't want to see through that. Now that's a hole, so I can't fill it with a color. You see that? If I want to put a color in there, I'm going to have to make another shape and put it inside. Okay? But you know that.
1 hour later.
Welcome back. You don't know this, but I took a little break in between this video. But what I wanted to show you with that was that if you go away from your artwork and you come back to it, you'll see that right here in Vectr, they auto-save everything you do. So it's a little bit like a Google Doc, and you can see all of the past projects that I have worked on here. All right, so let's open this up. And what I wanted to do was straighten out this problem of being able to see right through my flower petals when I put my leaf behind there. Okay, so I want the leaf to kind of do that, but I don't want to be able to see it there. I have a couple of options. Number one, I could come in here and click on these points, and I can move the points to be where they need to be so that you can't see it. I guess I would have to move this way up here. That looks kind of weird. I'm not crazy about that. But I also could make an additional shape and put that shape behind these shapes and thereby not see that leaf. You could use the pen tool for this. You could use the pencil tool for this. I'm very comfortable with the pen, so I'm happy to use that. And I'm just making a little shape that's going to go kind of like behind this. I am pressing my control key to change directions. It's not the greatest looking shape, but that's okay. It's going to go behind. And if there is a problem, there you go. You can move the point. Oh yeah, maybe a darker pink. That looks good. Once you've got it, just hover over it and you can send to back. And there it is. Can't see that green leaf through it. It is taking up that space. And I could do the same thing for this other one as well. And I'm going to fill that one with a color also. Maybe it's a just little different color. Cool. All right, and send that to back, and way to the back. Here's my little flower. Maybe I want to add a little message here. I will create a text box by clicking and dragging out. Spring. And just as you'd expect, once you type out your words, over here on the right-hand side, you'll see the different font settings that there are. You'll see all of the fonts that are available. And of course, the size. You can make it as big or as small as you like. Unfortunately, this is not as robust a program as Illustrator, so we can't do fun things like type on a stroke or curved or anything like that. But you can write a little message, draw something cool. Here's where you go to save. You would click Export, and you can choose what you would like it to be. SVG is a scalable vector graphic, and the cool thing about those is that they never lose their sharpness. They will be crisp and clear and perfect, and actually they are saved as code. All of the points that you have drawn will be plotted out, and so if you were a programmer, you could actually use that code to set up a game or something using JavaScript. Or you could just simply enjoy it as a graphic. Additionally, you could save it as a PNG, which is a portable network graphic, and that is a good one if you want to keep the transparency of the background. Or you could save it as a JPEG, and that will flatten it, and you'll see like a white background. I'm going to export it as a PNG and hit download. Okay, so when you go to turn in your artwork, you're going to do this as well, and you'll see your graphic appear down at the bottom of your screen like mine is, and that's what you would submit. Okay? Go and make your own flower and your own little message, make something cool. I am looking for your ability to use the pen tool and also to knock one shape out of another shape. Go have fun.